So I just got the recent news from Lost Pause that animation studio over at Japan has been burnt down to the ground by an arsonist. Now I seen the reports and they say that the suspect has been injured. That makes me mad. It makes others sad, but to me, that makes me mad. Now, you probably don't know this anime studio, but for that do know, then you're here to get the news. Kyo, how you spell it again? Whatever it's KYOANI KyoAni Studios was burnt to the ground. Now KyoAni I'm gonna have a hard time pronouncing that, so I'm just gonna call it K Studios. K Studios was burnt to the ground by an arsonist just because they create anime that's for all people to enjoy. They've been receiving death threats, and this one man burnt that place to the ground. Now that makes me really mad. It makes others sad, because of the deaths it caused 33 deaths, but that also makes me mad because those people were living their lives and that man took away their lives. Now here's my response to the arson of the anime studio. Not only have you caused arson, but you caused first-degree murder to all 33 employees. Well, not all of them. I'm just saying just specific employees that died. And you caused devastation to the most popular anime studio that creates anime for all to enjoy and to be happy. That makes me sad and mad because you were the one that caused it. Now where does that lead up to? You getting injured. And sir, you may not watch this video because you're in a hospital, but once you do get back, I want you to watch this video and know that people are mad at you. No, I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about the arsonist. I'm talking to the arsonist because they caused what happened. Now, they say he's a 40, he's a man in his 40s. This is why I want to change the world. Because because if we can't work together, we're gonna have burned to the ground one day. So I asked you to try and change the world so that the people can do the better things instead of burning places to the ground. And for the criminals that object, for the criminals that cause crime, I ask you to burn in hell because you don't wanna help people. You wanna harm people. You wanna steal the riches. You want to hurt people. And this arsonist caused that. He harmed on the people. He killed 33 employees. He started a fire in anime studios. He tried to escape. But guess what? Karma catched up to him. Karma bit his ass, and now he's in a hospital. And yet police still can't interrogate the suspect. What? Just because? What? He deserves worse. Just because everyone changes, not be. Look, let's put some reality into this. Just because everyone can change doesn't mean that they'll do it. Just doesn't mean that people all will welcome them back. And sometimes they don't change. They'll just stay the same. I'm cutting in reality into this. I'm putting reality into this because people died. People died. Not only have they destroyed an anime studio, but they have caused first-degree murder within an arson, and they are still in a hospital and they get off that easily. No way. They should just interrogate him already and then send him to America so they can put him in an electric chair. Wait a minute, they deserve more than an electric chair. Maybe lethal injection or torture. Because they caused a fire that killed people. This is what true anger is. A true anger is when someone is being so angry that they start fucking people in. They start telling people that they need to go and fuck off because clearly they don't belong in this world. They killed people. They destroyed the studio. I'm tearing up a little bit. The reason why I'm making this video is because I'm speaking to the dead. I want to avenge them. I want them to learn that this is not. I want the arsonists. I want the criminals to learn that this does not make me happy. Because they killed people. May I need to remind you that human lives are special. Human lives matter because they are good. They help people. Because this anime studio created KyoAni on Violet Evergarden. A silent voice. Nichiju. Ooh. Nichiju. Lucky Star, and other things. And this man burnt it all to the ground. All future projects wasted. They're all gone now. Thanks to the deaths of 33 employees that are working on the anime. Now that crushes people's dream. That crushes my dream. Because people died. The world is a terrible place sometimes. And I know that. I try. And I want people to change. But yet I have to put a little bit of reality into here. Because sometimes people don't change. They don't. We have to watch over them until they change. And yet, this man caused an arson. This man caused a first-degree murder by burning the place down. The KyoAni Fire was caused by a man in his 40s just because he made some complaints to the anime studios and made some death threats, and plus he did not like the anime at all. Now that's fucking bullshit. That's fucking pathetic. Because they created dreams. They created happiness. They created souls that everyone would smile at. And that man burnt it all to the ground. That man killed 33 people over a fucking studio. Now, the company is obviously devastated, and I'm devastated too. Fans were devastated too. So we started donating money to them. And this is my action, telling the criminals to go fuck off. And if they object, then they go burn into hell. Like that arsonist, that man that caused the arson should go fuck himself. He should go be executed. He should be interrogated immediately because of his actions. I know this seems selfish, but that's the demand. It's just a demand. And it seems selfish, but it's just because I'm angry. I'm angry, I'm sad. Besides, what more can a man do? What more can a studio do, eh? We humans are capable of so many things. So many terrible things, so many good things. But that's never enough. That's never enough, eh? That's never enough. So us humans burn things to the ground? Us humans kill people just because they don't like things? Now that's fucking pathetic. Because they try to set an example, but they achieve nothing other than making them look like a murderer, an arson, in this. They caused an arson. They killed people in that company. They devastated they devastated the company's fans, and yet they get bit in the ass with karma. But then they get transported to the hospital, and the police couldn't even interrogate them. So what? Do we have to wait until we get the news? Why? Just why would you do this? Why would you ruin the dreams of so many people? Why? Why would you do this? I'm asking you. Would you do it? Would you do it because you don't like the studio? I know you won't. Because I believe in you. I have a heart. I know you can do things that no one can ever do. But don't do it. Don't do that. Don't burn down a studio just because you want to set an example. Hold on. Yeah?
Can you make us fry the eggs?
Wesley, I don't know how to make eggs. Sorry, that was my nephew, but still. Just because you burnt down a studio doesn't mean it sets an example on what should be and shouldn't be done to anime. You not only set an example of you being a murderer, of you being an arsonist, because you want to set an example of against a studio. A studio! They could give you lawsuits. They have the power, and they want to create happy souls for you. But yet you who decide to fight him, and you burned him down to the ground. The studio's now devastated. Us fans are now devastated, and you get off that easily while you're in the hospital. Oh, but buddy, time is not on your side, because one day you'll be punished for the things you have done. Now, I'm not talking to you fans. I'm talking to the arsonist. If he ever does heal from his wounds and ever does watch, and if he really does watch YouTube, but still, why would you do this? Just why? It just hurts me. I feel angry. I feel sad because you burnt down a studio for no reason. And why would you do this? Why? I just need some space, alright? Just need some space to think this clearly and know and maybe we can find a solution. Look, people are just terrible sometimes. They just don't know quality, and they they cause crimes to do it. Okay, let me get my phone and. It's the KyoAni Fire. There we go. Okay, just need to lower the brightness. Alright. Suspected arson of Kyoto Animation Studios kills 33, shocking Japan. Tokyo. The attacker was heard screaming, "Die!" as he ignited the liquid he had splashed around an anime studio in Japan. Within minutes, the studio Kyoto Animation was a scene of horror. A man hanging from a ledge as flames licked the walls. A pile of bodies on a staircase leading to the roof. A barefoot woman so badly burned that all a bystander could do was spray her with water and wait for help. By the time the fire was doused, 33 people had died and 3 dozen had been injured, shocking a nation considered one of the world's safest. Yeah, that shocks me as well. Why would they do that? The blaze appeared to be its worst mass killing in decades and prompted a global outpouring of grief, especially among fans of anime, a school of animation that has become synonymous with Japan. The attack shook a country still reeling from a stabbing rampage in a Tokyo suburb just weeks ago. Prime Minister Shinzo Abe said the latest attack left him at a loss for words. Well, it left me a loss for words as well, but but still, I needed to take action. Although Japan has a very low rate of violent crimes, there was eruptions of rare but extremely violent attacks. In May, a man stabbed 17 schoolgirls, killing one of them and an adult. Jesus. Well, that man deserves to die as well, then. 1995, members of a doomsday cult, Shinrikyo, yeah, I think that's how you spell his name, carried out a nerve gas attack on Tokyo subway system, killing 13 people and injuring thousands. Now, if that's not what gives you a ticket to hell, then I don't know what is. The death toll of the Kyoto fire was higher than in any of those attacks, and and nearly rivaled that of a fire in 2001 that killed 44 people in a crowded gambling club in Tokyo's entertainment district. Oh, the fire was investigated as possible arson, but the authorities could not confirm that it had been deliberately set. The Japanese public, Kyoto fire, touched a nerve and may poured out their grief. And many poured out their grief on social media. The hashtag Pray for KyoAni was circulated hundreds of thousands of times online. His studio has produced popular shows and movies, among them the melancholy of Haruri Suzumiya. KyoAni. I can't. Here, I'll just read it for you. Clanad, and has done contract work for this world famous anime company studio, Ghibli. I don't know. Now here's a tweet. Here's a tweet. I don't know why someone such a beautiful studio. Innocent people just working hard, bringing beautiful art to life, are injured and many lost their lives. I truly hope they can bounce back from this. My condolences for all of the KyoAni staff. Pray for KyoAni. I pray for them too, because they deserve better. They deserve all of our love. They deserve our support because they need to come through this. There was little known on Thursday about this man believed to have set the fire or his motives. The Kyoto police describes him only as a 41-year-old man and an NHK. The public broadcaster said he had been detained and hospitalized with burns. Well, he burned himself, didn't he? Citing the Kyoto police, the Asahi Shimbun, one of Japan's largest mainstream dailies, reported that the man had entered the building, screamed, died, and then tried to escape, but collapsed on the street outside. He was captured by members of the studio staff. Well, that's a good start. The cultural reaction to Thursday's fire reflected Kyoto's animation's popularity among fans of anime. The genre of Japanese cartooning that is common of country's popular culture, one of its major soft power exports. Now I've seen the work. I've seen their work. I've seen KyoAni's work. They are amazing. They created a silent voice. With an anime is so amazing, and an anime is so amazing. It left me speechless. Then they created Nichiju, or NICHIGOU, and IJOU, and well, its English title, my ordinary life. It's actually pretty amazing. It left me tears, but not out of sadness, but laughter, because that show is amazing at bringing people smiles. KyoAni is amazing. Why haven't I heard them before? Why haven't I heard them before? Because I didn't know who created the silent voice in my ordinary life. But now I do, and I feel angry because a 41-year-old man burnt down on a studio for creating a movie that had left me speechless, and a show that gives me the smiles. Kyoto Animation, known as KyoAni among its fans, was founded by Yoko Hada and her husband Hideaki Hada in 1981, and most of studio's productions takes place in the building that was the site of Thursday's fire. So any projects that they could have been working on has been burnt to the ground. They're lost forever. Oh man. Unlike most major anime studios, which are based in Tokyo, Kyoto Animation chose to build its operation in another regional hub, a city admired for its historical beauty and a popular destination for tourists. The devastation of the studio said fans would rip a hole in the anime studio. Will it come across to people who are not familiar with anime that the fire at Kyoto's animation studio is a loss of culture, as if museums got destroyed by fire in an instant, one wrote on Twitter. That's a really good idea. That's a really good question. You see, the fire at Kyoto Anime Studios is as if museums get destroyed by a fire. That's a good question because it's a loss of culture. We lose any projects that they were working on just like we lose artifacts that are in museums because of a fire. Holy cow, that's a good question. And my answer, yes, because Kyoto Animations really stuck on me. They really grew on me because they are amazing. Kyoto Animation distinguished itself by paying its workers salaries rather than assigning piecework, as many other studios do, said Susan Napier, an expert on Japanese animations at Tufts University. You're usually overworked and underpaid and just killing yourself to get the product out, said Miss Napier. But Kyoto Animation was trying to be a more humane company. Now I don't see any reason why would you who burnt down a company that's trying to help its workers. They were paying their workers. They were trying to be more humane than the other companies in Japan. Well, not that I know of. Sorry. She said the studio was known for its high-quality series, combining science fiction or fantasy elements with realistic plot lines and settings in high schools or real cities in Japan. Now that's really amazing because I don't know why they will get burnt down for that. With roots going back to the early 20th century, anime has attracted an international following through artists like Hayao Miyazaki, whose features her Spirited Away won an Oscar in 2003, and Makoto Shinkai, whose movie Your Name was a global phenomenon, particularly in China. Mr. Shinkai expressed support for the Kyoto Animation staff at Thursday. Everyone at Kyoto Animation stay safe, he wrote on Twitter before the extent of the tragedy was clear. My heart is in extreme pain. My heart is in extreme pain. Oh boy, I read that wrong. Oops. Mr. Hara, the company president said Thursday. The Associated Press reported, "Why on earth did such violence have to be used?" Now that's my question. Because why would you burn down an innocent company just because they create anime that leaves a smile for all of us, that makes us feel sadness, happiness, anything? Why? Why would you do that? Why? Why would anyone want to burn down a studio just for that? Today we had many casualties in a fatal arson attack that happened in Kyoto, he wrote on Twitter. It is so horrifying that I'm at loss for our words. I'd like to express my deepest condolence to the victims. I offer my thoughts to those who have been wounded and pray for their recovery. Me too. I hope they recover from this. Witnesses who spoke to Japanese news outlets described grim scenes near the studio. According to the Mainichi Shimbun, A large daily, a woman in her 60s who lived near the building, said she had seen a young woman, her entire body burned, screaming and running into a nearby shop, begging for help. The young woman was bleeding, her clothing torn, and her feet bare, the witness said. Jesus, that's horrifying. I'm like, I never got jinxed since I'm probably have years of bad luck right now. You know, once in 2017 when I was living, I accidentally fell off my old toy box. Trust me, I had it since I was a toddler, and it's trashed now. It's in the garbage, but I accidentally slipped off my old toy box and my head smashed the window of my brother's room. I didn't get any wounds, but trust me, I think shattering windows are probably a part of bad luck. It took a long time until the ambulance arrived, he told the Mainichi. All I could do was to spray water over her under the fire department's instructions. According to NHK, the police are investigating a report by a clerk at a gas station about a quarter mile from the studios, who said a man in his 30s or 40s wearing a red t-shirt and a backpack brought about 10 gallons of gas at 10 a.m. Thursday. The man carried away 2 gas cans on a hand cart, saying he would use them in a power generator, the broadcaster reported. The Kyoto City Fire Department said 20 people have been found dead on the third floor of the building, some lying on top of one another on a staircase leading to the rooftops, according to news reporters. When rescuers reached the roof, the door was closed, though not locked. Wait, that's all? Oh, wait. Oh, I swear there was more. There was more because I looked this up on my iPad. I guess, yeah. Investigators are searching for clues to the motive of an arsonist who killed at least 33 people in an attack on a popular Japanese anime studio that has plunged country into a state of shock. 30 others were injured, some of them critically, in Thursday's blaze at Kyoto's Animations, which is Japanese deadliest fire in nearly 2 decades. Everyone from anime fans to Prime Minister Sozo Abe expressed anger, prayed and mourned on the Kyoto victims. On social media, and crowdfunding appeals set up to support company and victims who remain unidentified has also gathered more than 1 million in pledges. The suspect, named by police as Shinji Alba, did not work for the studio, but shouted that he had been plagiarized and appeared to have planned the attack. Japanese media reports said on Friday, a woman who saw the hold on. Okay. A woman who saw the suspect being detained told reporters he seemed to be discontented. He seemed to get angry, shouting something about how he had been plagiarized. Survivors said he was screaming, "You die," as he sprayed what emergency services officials called an unidentified liquid accelerant. They said some of the survivors were splashed with the liquid. people! Holy shit! Oh my god, that is so inhumane. Oh god. With the suspect was injured in the attack and is being treated in the hospital. NHK footage also showed sharp knives as police have collected from the scene. So it is not clear if they belong to the attacker. Earlier, Hideaki Ihara, the chief executive executive God damn it executive 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 of Kyoto Animation said the company recently received emails containing death threats, though it was unclear whether they're related to Thursday's attack. They were addressed to our office and sales department and told us to die. He said, "I am heartbroken. It is unbearable that people who helped carry Japan's animation industries were hurt and lost their lives in this way." The fire appeared to have been set near the front door with some kind of flammable liquid. Police said forcing people to scramble up the stairs to the roof. Of the 33 bodies found by firefighters, 20 were on the roof and some were on the stairs to the roof, where they had apparently collapsed. Kyoto Fire official Kazuhiro Hayashi said 2 were found dead on the first floor, 11 others on the second floor. The building has a spiral staircase that might have allowed flames and smoke to rise quickly to the top floor. Broadcaster NHK noted. Yuji Amy, a fire expert at a university, told that paper or drawings and other documents in the study might have contributed to the fire's rapid spread. Hold on. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Is it bright again? You see this beautiful man? This beautiful man is contributing to the lost ones. He's giving them flowers. Now that's what humans are. And I'm proud to be human, knowing that we can help each other. The suspected arsonist started the fire in Japan's ancient capital on Thursday morning when about 70 people had gathered for the day's work at the three-story building. There was an explosion. Then I heard people shouting, some asking for help. And a witness told TBS TV black smoke was rising from the windows on the upper floor. Then there was a man struggling to crawl out of the windows. Most of the victims were employees of Kyoto Animations, which does work on movies and TV productions, but is best known for its mega hit stories featuring high school girls. The tales are so popular that fans made pilgrimages to some of the places depicted. Kyoto Animations, better known as KyoAni, was founded in 1981 as an animation and comic book production studio, and its hits include Lucky Star in 2008, K-On! In 2011, and Haruhi Suzumiya in 2009. The company does not have a major presence outside of Japan, though it was hired to do secondary animation work on 1998 Pokemon feature that appeared in U.S. cinemas and a Winnie the Pooh video. Violent crime is rare in Japan, though it is not unknown. In July 2016, a mass stabbing at a care home by a former employee killed 16 and injured more. In September 2011, a fire at a building in the Kabukicho entertainment and district of central Tokyo killed 44. Arson was suspected, but nobody was ever charged, meaning that the Kyoto animation attack is the worst confirmed mass murder in Japan's post-war history. Yeah. I'm going to have to agree, because, to be honest, that seems like murder to me. What the hell? I swear there was more to this. I swear to God. Come on. So there you have it. A 41-year-old man burnt down a studio, killing 33 employees. He's possibly working on some animations, destroying projects that will never see the light of day. Who the man and got himself injured, but let off the hook because he was injured. Yeah. That does not leave a smile on my face. In fact, that makes me angry, knowing that people are so capable of terrible things, and they made the terrible things happen. So I hope you don't do the same things that they do, because I believe in you. This is Arfak coming signing out.